So who ethered Wendy Williams the most? First up, we have Whitney Houston.
I'm just waiting for the phone to ring. I said she's going to be calling. Some of you are probably like, well, I know what you're saying because I've gotten your faxes. Why hasn't she come into the studio? Just calm down. So there's some things that perhaps it's just better that we just talk on the phone. Art, I hope you're ready with whatever kind of extra buttons you have to be ready with. If you leave the room while I'm talking to Whitney, we're going to have to fight.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. With your finger on the pulse of the curse words.
Oh, Whitney's there.
Well, you mean Whitney?
Yes.
All right, you guys. First, there was Mary J. Blige and J-Lo and Mariah Carey. Who else did we talk to that we thoroughly luxuriated in that we, wow. Some of you might say Janet, but not the same. I don't know why, but I could take that or leave it. I would love to have it, but if I didn't have it, damn. Oprah just celebrated her 49th birthday yesterday. I idolize her. But even Oprah, like, it's not the same. Take it or leave it, you know what I mean? Okay, let's go in. Whitney.
Wendy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my Lord, have I waited for this day?
Have you?
Oh yes, I have. Haven't you?
Whitney.
Yes, dear.
Absolutely.
I know it.
I don't believe that I've ever met you in my entire career.
Ain't that something you talk about me all the time?
And you are top billing.
Is that why you talk about me all the time?
Absolutely.
You don't even know me. You don't even know me.
But here's the thing. I talk about you in two ways. In the way that the media talks about Whitney.
Yes.
But I always talk about you as being one of the greatest voices of our time. Mariah Carey is another one. You two do two separate works, but you have a voice that is just unbeatable, Whitney.
I love you, Wendy. I thank you for that. I really do, because I know, in spite of everything, you put in my records.
I do.
I know that.
And I also feel like you and I have something in common.
We do.
Well, yeah, besides the...
Oh boy, did they.
You know, the motherhood thing and,
okay.
and so on and so forth. Whitney, your new CD is out now.
Yes.
For the first week, it did very well. It's not doing quite as well right now compared to perhaps what the record label thought it would be doing.
Well, it's never what you thought I should be doing.
Okay.
It's never what you think I should be doing. It's never what you think you say I'm doing. It is what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? I don't want my album to peak too quickly. I don't want it to peak too quickly because I want it to go through the summer and the fall.
Okay, I understand.
So there is a plan.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? Like you set your schedule on a day-to-day basis on who you're going to talk about, how you're going to talk about them?
Yes.
Well, that's how I do.
So we love the song, the Dear John letter here on the show.
Yes, ma'am.
And speaking of letters, you no longer have to write to Bobby. Bobby's out of jail. Bobby's back home now.
Yes, baby. You get all the info, don't you? You got the 411. You should know.
I want to make sure that I have all my stories straight.
Yes, baby. He's home. Well and intact.
Do you regret Diane Sawyer interview?
No, why should I?
Well, it didn't exactly show you in the best light.
You don't think so? Well, you know, Wendy, you don't show yourself in the best light. People still listen to you.
Boy, this did not age well.
Yeah, but I'm on the radio every day.
Yeah, we just don't get to see your face, but they should know what you look like.
I understand that, Whitney. Perhaps one day I will have a TV show, but in terms of what I do, when I'm not shown in the best light, I guess one of the best things that I love about my career is that there's always tomorrow to come back.
See, and I love about my career is that my music speaks for itself.
Yeah, well, it does.
You know what I mean? So, I am the second most interviewed behind Monica Lewinsky in the history of interviews.
I'm surprised you're second to her. I mean, as far as...
You're not like too cool about coming behind her, but, it's all right with me because, I got a lot of mileage from that. And I think that people basically, the people that I talked to that have made comments to me were very proud of me because it was a moment. See, I'm not one for sitting down and talking to people. You can talk all you want about me, but my mother always said, don't try to find a lie with truth, because then you make it worse. Because people like to lie for whatever reason they like to lie on you about. However, I thought that it was a major step for me to sit with Diane Sawyer, the biggest interviewer in the world, and talk with her and give her what basically I thought I could give, And I think people would enjoy that, seeing me and seeing me growing and being a spiritual person, and that I have a family that loves me and cares about me and protects me. And that was the idea,
Well,
Wendy.
yeah, no, it was very entertaining.
You thought it was entertaining?
Yes.
Ah, you're funny.
Yeah, I mean, please, me and everybody, we were all watching together. I recently...
These are very funny moments.
Yeah, well, yeah, from start to end, it was quite entertaining, Whitney.
Well, I'm glad you were entertained, because you watched it, didn't you?
So Whitney, as far as you stand with drug use, is there drug use going on at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk.
You know, this is crazy. Listening to this after watching that documentary that came out, last year? Golly, man.
Your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. You talk to your baby about her, what she gonna be confronting and what she gotta deal with.
And
Don't ask me like I'm a child, because I'm not a child, Wendy.
my child is a little boy, and I will talk to him
Don't
at
talk to
drugs.
him about that shit. Don't talk to me about that shit.
But listen, Whitney, I will talk to my son about drugs, because I have been where the world speculates where you are, which is I was a full-blown cocaine addict, so
Well, that's your problem, not mine. Move on.
you know, that was my problem, Whitney.
You help yourself. Did you ask God to help you?
And no, I managed, thank God, because I have a good man. And
what?
so thank God I was able to just rise up
Thank
above
God,
it
Wendy.
and quit. And all I asked okay. And you on Diane Sawyer also mentioned that you'd want to see receipts behind the drug use. Which
Man, if I spent that much money, somebody better give me the receipts so I get tax return.
Well, speaking of spending money, so recently I was hearing that you were trying to trim the budget, which, by the way, Whitney, I thought that this was something
I mean, where the hell did you get your information? Who's calling you and telling you?
well, I got this story from a gossip named Steve Hers. You ever hear of him?
No. Well, like you said, gossip. Yeah.
Steve Hers is a West Coast correspondent, and I communicate with all the different gossips. It's what we do, you know.
You guys all get together and have a gossip lunch, huh?
Something like that. Anyway, Whitney,
Yeah.
they're saying that you're doing some massive budget cuts.
I'm doing massive changes.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know that this is something I think is good. This is a good Whitney thing.
You like it. You approve. Yeah, Whitney approve.
Oh, Whitney, please. Listen, they were saying that you cut your mother's
See, you don't know what the allowance.
Uh-oh.
You don't make me curse on the radio. I'm not trying to be, come on.
Well, Steve was saying it was from about like $1,600 a week to about $500 a week.
Tell you to kiss my
Okay. He
and
also
don't anybody else ever think I'd do that to my mother, you low down dirty.
he also was letting me know that Michael, Gary, and your sister Donna, who run your Nippy company, are also experiencing the slashes across the board. They were saying that you have a 24-hour-a-day bar on site at your studio that you're now cutting down, and you're not making your personal chef available to people to just come up in your house and just order food and stuff. I think that's all
When did that
good.
ever happen? I don't even know what the you're talking about.
Well,
I have no idea what you're talking about, Wendy.
how is Bobby Christina doing?
Growing and being a beautiful young lady that God sent her here to be.
Yeah, she's 9 now, right?
Yes, she is.
When your husband was incarcerated for those few days, what types of things do you tell her concerning, like, do you say, like,
Wow.
Daddy's away visiting Boston? Or,
What are we talking to? A retard? She's a sped patient. She's a child who has intelligence.
Okay.
My child is smart.
no, when
I talk to shush your mouth. I talk to her like she's an intelligent human being, okay? And I give her just as much as she can handle for a 9-year-old because I'm her mother, okay? And that's how we deal with it. Never mind what I told her, but she know the deal.
Well, a lot of parents whose spouse or what have you goes through something, particularly because that was only 8 days, would have either taken them out of school for the 8 days or taken them away from watching TV to, see
I
headlines.
do what I do to protect my daughter, Wendy, just like you would do to protect your son, okay? All right.
You are very defensive, Whitney.
I have to be, Wendy. You talk about me every day.
Well,
And every other day.
Whitney, you keep yourself in the headlines.
No, Wendy, y'all keep me in the headline. I mind my business. I try to maintain what I got. I want to know what I'm doing all the time. I don't give a shit about what you're doing all the time. As long as you're healthy and God is blessing you and you're doing the right thing and being a decent person, I can handle that.
When's the last time you talked to Robin?
About a week ago.
Because I know that you and Robin were girlfriends from when you were growing up.
And we're still friends, girl.
Okay. Will she be working back with you, or is she still?
Wendy. Don't Robin not doing anything. No, Robin don't work for me. She works for me now. Moving right along.
Okay. So our king of R&B, is he working on
Listen, this woman is no match for Whitney.
album? Bobby, is Bobby working on an album?
Yes, ma'am.
When do you think his album will be out?
Very soon, Wendy, I'm sure.
A numerologist came on the show the other
Oh,
week,
hell.
and we ran you guys numbers. And for what it's worth, the numerologist said that you and Bobby are so right for each other.
Honey, he's so right. He's never been more right in his life. That's the most rightest thing you ever said.
Yeah, thank you, Whitney. How's your father doing?
Not well, Wendy. Right there.
Yeah. His partner, Kevin Skinner,
You don't want to talk about him. Moving right along.
Wow.
and I didn't talk to him, Whitney.
I don't want to talk about him. He's not my friend, okay? You want to be my friend? I like to be your friend, I think.
Well, you're so defensive. Is this how you treat your friends?
No, but you're not my friend.
You just said you want to be my friend.
That's what I want, see? I want to be your friend.
When's
I'm
the
not saying I am your friend.
When's the next time you're going to hit the big screen?
I'm working on it, baby girl. I'm working on it. I got some scripts today. I'm going to read on them and look at them. But, I'm very careful about the movies I do. So, it's just a matter of time.
Great. So how long do you think that you're going to be, how long will it be between albums? Have you already started mulling over in your head when your next album's going to come out and what kind of material you're going to be working with?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
Have you spoken to Brandy since she had her baby?
Yes, I talk to her maybe every week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, because the kind of money that you have is like, beyond most people's imagination. When dear friends like Brandy have babies, do you actually pick out a gift for them, or do you send like an assistant to?
No, I pick out my gifts, darling. People who are personal to me, I pick my own gifts out.
What did you get for Brandy?
I got her a silver rattle at Tiffany Rattle, and I got her picture frame that has my name and Bobby's name on it, Auntie Whitney, Uncle Bobby, and Cousin Chrissy. And, it's like a family thing, so that, the keepsake for the rest of her life.
Do you ever do simple things like go to the grocery store?
Yeah, I was yesterday pumping gas. Yeah.
And what kind of car were you putting the gas in?
I was putting gas into a white Hummer.
Wow. And so, did you get it in your neighborhood so they're already used to seeing you, or did you get it elsewhere?
No, I got it in my neighborhood.
Y'all know this static makes it authentic.
Do you live a relatively normal life in that area where you live?
No.
You constantly have people in the woods trying to take pictures and all that?
Hello. I mean, come on, Wendy. You don't make it any better. But actually, yeah, I have people in the woods and in the trees and want to follow me and, the whole 9 yards, Wendy.
Yeah. So when it's just you and Bobby, Christina in the house, the three of you, who is part of the staff of your house who's always there as well, besides
Jesus.
I got you.
Jesus, constantly.
Okay.
Anybody else may come and go, but he's a constant stay.
How's your mom doing? Does she live there in the house?
And she's a constant stay too, but she does not live with me. No, my mother does not. I have family mostly around me, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my niece, people like that.
How do you get along with Bobby's baby's mother?
You are hysterical, girl. Oh my God, you are so deep. I mean, you're so like nosy.
I am.
You are so nosy, man.
I am. It's not just you. I'm like this with everybody with me.
I know. Your son must be like, Mom.
No, he asked the questions. Every other word from him was, but why? But why?
I hear you. What did you say again?
How do you get along with Bobby's baby's mother?
We get along just fine. Because we're grown women.
Man, did y'all catch that? She was like, I hear you. But what did you say again?
And I love her babies because they're my stepchildren, and I care for children as if, they are mine, with me. So you may come that relationship with your stepchildren. Me and Bobby's baby's mama don't have any problem because I don't create none, and if there is some, I can finish it. Yeah. Well, we can talk about it and get an understanding.
Has there ever been a conflict as far as maybe Bobby Christina getting more attention from Bobby?
No.
Wow.
Than the other kids?
No. There's always that, there's the constant, where the kids get together and they, constant normal, but basically, it's pretty normal. normal. But Bobby gives his children, this kind of attention that when they're together, they're his children.
Yeah.
But of course, he's my husband and he lives with me and Chrissy, so she does it more of the time.
Did you get on Bobby after you saw the BET making of Ja Rule's video? Because the rest of the country was kind of like, wow, look at Bobby. Bobby looked kind of tossed up during that video, Whitney.
Did he really now?
Bobby looked high, Whitney.
He did?
Bobby looked.
See, there was Ja Rule in there, there was Bobby, there was other folk, but you ain't said shit about them.
Yeah, but Bobby...
Yeah, because all you want to concentrate on is Bobby. As a matter of fact, Bobby was pretty cool, honey. He did his gig. He's Thug 11. What? Talk to me. That's what I heard. I realize that being married, your money is Bobby's money and vice versa. Right.
But so you guys don't have any money problems.
Well, no, Wendy, not to sell my estate, as you said on the radio yesterday.
No, I didn't say you were selling your estate for money reasons. I said you were selling your estate to get more privacy.
Oh, I understand. No, okay. Thank you, darling, for clarifying that. I'm not selling my estate, and Bobby and I are doing just fine. Thank you.
Were you responsible for Bobby leaving New Edition?
I didn't even know them then.
No. The second time around when they did the Come Home tour.
No. I said no at all. They had their own relationship.
Have you ever encouraged Bobby to possibly, because the guys from New Edition have interviewed and said that they would love if Bobby came back,
That's
to the
Bobby's world. It's not mine. It's his decision. He's a New Edition member. I'm not.
Did you ever hear that people were buzzing that your relationship with Wyclef was really close and that Bobby and you fought over it?
Really?
Yeah.
No, we don't do that. Wyclef and I are friends. We grew up together in the hood. He's from East Georgia, so am I. And that's about as far as that goes. And we musically do work together, and that's it. There is no battle. There's no fighting. That's crazy.
Well, at one point there was a beef between Bobby and Babyface.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you talk to Bobby Babyface about that?
Okay.
You know what, Whitney? You are something else.
I've been waiting to talk to you, Wendy. I love you, darling.
When are you coming to the studio?
When am I coming to your studio?
Yeah.
You really want me to come here?
I would love that.
Oh, my Lord. Well, we're going to make a date, okay?
Yes, we do. Look, do you want to have more children?
Yes, I do. I want a little boy. I want a mama's boy.
And you're going to be 40 this year, right?
Oh, tell the world, why don't you? Oh, you low down dirty dog.
Whitney, you look great.
Thank you, baby. I feel good, too. Thank you.
The only thing is that you said, Whitney will never be fat.
No.
I was like, how dare her?
Never.
Was that a diss to all fat girls?
No, I just won't be fat. Sorry, not good, not healthy. Have you ever heard anybody being fat, being healthy?
Well, being extremely fat or being extremely thin, like with you on the Michael Jackson special.
Y'all know Whitney. I mean, what's her name? Wendy. She was fat when she was younger. She had a lot of problems with that.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all, okay?
Yeah.
Not good at all. So, pull it together and move on.
You smoke weed?
Oh, shit.
Mariah Carey was on the show and said that she loves you more than ever.
I love that little lamb chop.
And I just wanted you to know that.
I love that lamb chop. She's my girl.
Have you, yeah, she is nice. She's very sweet. She was here like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she's the bomb.
She denied her breast implants. Do you deny yours?
What?
No.
See, that's my girl Whitney.
No.
I got them too. I mean, aren't they the best?
I mean, it's like what? I mean, if you want to go for it, go for it. You know what I mean?
Do you ever wish that you got them bigger?
No, my husband loves them.
Yeah.
He loves them.
Yeah. They fit nice. They're very well proportioned with you. It's just that at one point when you lost so much weight, though, they did look like two baseballs on a stick.
Yeah, they look really weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you have some reservations about your looks, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know how you look.
What?
Ooh, you heard her. You heard her. Hold on.
When you lost so much weight, though, they did look like two baseballs on a stick.
Yeah, they look really weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you have some reservations about your looks, too.
Absolutely.
Oh, let it.
Absolutely.
I know how you look.
What?
Come on, Wendy. Come on, baby.
Do you keep in touch with Eddie Murphy? I know you guys were...
No.
Now, is it that you were showing respect for your husband because you and Eddie dated, or with it.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. Well, to me, that's how it's supposed to be in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? When you go on and you marry.
Come on, whether he's a married man or a married woman. I mean, we see each other, we speak to each other professionally, and it's about it. Yeah.
Bobby has had a reputation occasionally to step out on the marriage.
Oh, really?
Say the gossips.
Okay, thank you.
Has infidelity been one of the biggest issues in you guys' marriage?
No.
What would you say the biggest issue is in you all's marriage?
You people. You people like to run your mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you could take back anything that you told Diane Sawyer, what would it be?
If I could say something that I didn't say, okay, I wouldn't come to anybody that got a problem with you to kiss my. And I love you, but I don't live for you. I don't live for you. You talk about me. You call me out my name. You make my mother call me and ask me questions. You make my father sick. You make my brother sick. You make my child hurt. You don't talk about me like you know me. You never see me in your damn life, but you talk about me. That's not right. There's a limit to what you can say. And if I was really like back in the day in New York, I'd meet you outside. But I'm a lady and I have a class. But I'm talking to you, Wendy, because I love you, because you're a fan. You know it.
I am.
I know, baby.
I'm a fan of your entire experience, though. Not just
no shit like that. That was fighting words.
You know what, though? I'm a fan of yours, not just the music, Whitney. I'm a fan of you, the woman.
Thank you, because my mother's very proud of me, Wendy. She is. She loves me, and she respects me. That's what matters to me, that my mother loves and respects me.
Whose idea was it to set up that Diane Sawyer interview?
Me in L.A.
Are you done with the talk show circuit? I mean, will you do Larry King? So you won't go back on Oprah. You won't do Larry King.
Oprah and I have a relationship. She and I talk. We'll do something. That's my girl. Yes.
Do any of your celebrity girlfriends, whether it be Oprah or Angela Bassett or anybody like that, do they ever try to ride the train of Is Whitney on coke and let me talk to her to get her off?
You know, they make you to break you. You know what I mean? That's the name of the game. But I don't break. I'm not made of glass, baby. I come from a line of heritage, of strong heritage, legacy. You can't break me.
So when you sit down and you have a little glass of something to drink, what's your favorite drink? I mean, you know, is it Cristal? Is it, Hennessy?
I'm not a drinker, baby. I like to have a sip of wine every now and then, and a little, there's a drink being Bobby, called the Bobby Brown, like a table mixed with it, all right?
God, Whitney.
What, baby?
You are a real trip.
I've been around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Dion doing?
Dion's doing very well, thank you. We had an auntie who just passed away, a very close auntie to ours, and we just buried her last week, and I saw Dion, and it was really good to see my lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your father's $100 million lawsuit, is that done?
Wow.
It's okay. And you guys he's dropped the lawsuit, and
it's bullshit, Wendy. I love my daddy loves me.
Whitney,
I believe that, Whitney.
I know it.
I thought it was some mess when I saw it going down. Do you think that, although your parents are divorced, them worrying about you in this demonic thing called show business, you think that keeps them together in their own way?
Yes.
Your father, wasn't your father dating or married or something like that?
He's married now.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes. How do you get along with your stepmom?
Just fine. I get along with Peggy just fine.
Peggy.
We get along just fine. She's a sweet lady.
Does your mom date?
Yes, she does. She minds her business, too.
So how will you be spending Valentine's Day?
With my husband.
Okay.
I bet you all have wild circus sex, don't you?
Oh, my God. Well, you don't make me meet you outside. Come on now. You're getting too deep.
But I can just...
You can picture it, couldn't you?
Yeah, you were such passionate people.
You're nasty.
Just wild circus sex. You know what, Whitney? Would you ever think about writing a book on your life?
I might. Somewhere down the line.
I wrote a book. It's with Atrium Books. They're a boutique label of Simon & Schuster, and it comes out in fall of 2003.
Oh, I'm going to get it.
And I just found that...
Are you reading yourself?
Yes, I am.
Good.
Yeah, and you want to know what, Whitney? I found that it was the most therapeutic thing
I know.
that I've ever done in my life.
I know. See, I do that, but I do it with my spiritual partner. You see what I'm saying? You know, I do it with my prayer partner, and, that's my therapy.
Do you still go to church?
Yeah.
What church do you go to?
When I feel like it, it's right there in my heart.
Okay, I got you.
Uh-huh.
Well, Whitney, I want to thank you
Thank you, Wendy.
for giving me this moment and not hanging up the phone
No, I wouldn't do that to you, baby.
And
I'm going to talk it through.
and being as sassy as you want to be.
Wendy, I love you because you support me and you've been good to me on the radio. However, watch what you say, baby girl.
But Whitney, watch what you do. And if
I know it's not. You don't even know what I do. Like you said, you never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. So watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the you say.
Okay.
But Whitney,
What, baby?
I would love to have you come in the studio.
Okay, love. We'll make a date. You call my machine, I'll call yours.
I would love to be able to
All right?
read your body language.
I don't have any idea. I'm sitting here chilling on the Miami balcony just talking to you.
Are you?
Yeah, baby. Just finished eating some chicken.
What's the weather like?
Like 74.
And who's all in the room there?
It's my dog and my secretary and Joey from Arista Records, who is pacing the floor.
Well, why is Joey pacing? I want you
Because he's like, you don't, do you feel a frog? You better not leave.
Whitney, has it ever gotten so bad we ever would consider suicide?
Hell no. Got a child to live for. Come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Work with me. I won't leave you.
I love you, Whitney.
I love you too, Wendy.
You take care.
Man,
You too, baby. Bye.
listen, that was that's a classic right there. Okay, but that's number 3 for me. Now I got 2 more. Y'all tell me which one you rate as number 1.
Deafening my nasal passages. The judge is looking at me very accusatory-like, out of the corner of his beady eyes.
Now this is number 2. Wendy and Judge Mathis.
Thinking that I, mother, am up to something. How dare you?
I didn't say a word, and if I were you, I'd leave that alone.
You saw me leave the bathroom. You presumed I went in the other room.
Yeah,
Last
I
time
saw
you were
you get
here,
up from the chair, go to the bathroom, come back cleaning your nasal passage.
Last time
now, where
you were
I'm
here-
from, you're right. That means you went out there to get high and came back and did your nasal
and the last time you were here, I was eating incredible amounts of food, right? And you were checking my fingers
Absolutely.
to see if I was smoking weed and having the munchies.
And that's terrible. And you know what? Because just like folks don't like to, they don't want to let me out of the streets.
Yes.
And that's probably what fuels some of that nonsense about me is because
Right.
folks still see me back in the street. I won't let you live down your past. Isn't that terrible? I'm as guilty as anyone else. I plead guilty. I'm on the mercy of the court. Sentence me, but I don't do handcuffs.
Okay, let me just talk a little bit about your book, and then we're going to get into the rest of your mess, because I'm not going to let you live this down, because unlike you, my people know exactly where I stand on what I do and how I've handled it. So we're going to get back to you, Judge. His new book is called Inner City Miracle, and in the book, Judge Greg Mathis, you are my favorite judge on TV, although Marilyn Milian, I have to say,
People's Court, she's doing a good job.
love her, love
She's
her.
doing a good job.
But you, Judge, you reign supreme.
Thank you,
So, anyway, why the lure of the guns and the drugs in the streets? In the book, you'll also find out about his life in jail and then out of jail, how he attained a GED, how he was blocked from the bar. Basically, a story of triumph and over tragedy.
Yeah. Yep, and that's what I do. And the fact is, I wrote that book not because I wanted to go and reveal all my skeletons. The fact is, I didn't. I never wanted people to know about my background, and it wasn't until 1995 when I ran for judge that my opponents dug up my criminal background. Up until that point, I had worked in politics, had become a lawyer, had worked for the mayor of Detroit, had worked with Reverend Jesse Jackson, who had mentored me in politics, had did all that, and no one other than a couple of folks had known I was a thug as a kid. So when I ran for judge, you know the nature of politics, as I call it.
Yes.
They dug up my background and gave it to the media in an attempt to destroy my career. And what man thought would destroy me, God used it to lift me up and make me the youngest judge in Michigan. And that's why I'm so protective of my image and anybody who tries to touch that. You know, yesterday I was on the Caroline Ray show. This is the woman that replaced Rosie O'Donnell.
I know about that
All
show.
right.
They asked me to be a street correspondent, but I chose to hold
Nobody
out for
asked.
this glorious VH1 thing that I'm doing right here in the studio.
Very good. All right, so
To be on the Wendy Williams show.
So let me tell you. Let me tell you how folks want to keep me in the
She sound like she high.
street. Let me tell you how they want to keep me in the street. We are interviewing about my book. Suddenly she asked, she said, where's the cards? Where are the 3 cards? And they bring out 3 cards. I said, what you want me to do with that? I said, we heard you play 3-card Molly. We heard you play that with your wife, and we want you to flip 3-card money.
What's wrong
and she
with that,
pulled out a
Judge?
stack of money, because I'm not a 3-card money flipper.
Okay.
I am a judge who've overcome all of that.
Yeah,
so
but you
don't
don't-
try to send me back to the hood
But-
and have me representing that. I want to represent excellence. I want to represent commitment
All right
to
now.
overcoming the obstacles in the hood. She
But
pulled
the
out a stack
games
of
aren't-
money.
Okay.
She put out a stack of money and put money down.
Okay.
I said, no, we can't gamble on television.
Okay.
I'm a
Oh,
judge.
okay,
We
okay.
can't gamble, period. It's against the law
Okay.
unless we're at a casino.
Okay.
So one, she's taking me back to the street, showing her audience that I was still knew how to, what she presumed, I still knew how to throw and flip the money. Secondly, she was going to have me gamble, break the law on television.
Okay.
A judge, a distinguished judge, by the way, I feel.
Yes.
And lastly, what happened was when she picked the red card, I showed her. I said, you know more about the streets than me now. I'm
Yes.
out the streets
Yes.
and you in it. Because she was right and I was wrong with the 3-card money.
If I had some cards, I would ask you to do that too. I don't feel as if
Wow.
there's anything wrong with that, Judge.
Oh,
because
let me
you know
out the
why?
streets.
Well,
I'm through with
look,
the
I want
streets.
to talk with you because here on this show, whether it's TV or radio, one thing that Wendy Williams does is keep it real with her audience. Now, my audience knows all about me and what I've been through, and what they don't know, I go into explicit details in my book. Now, that might not be true according to you about
yes.
this woman that allegedly
There you go.
you slept with.
Wendy,
You allegedly
Wendy, I don't
got her
know
pregnant.
her.
Listen to
Got
just
her pregnant?
let me draw up the
I didn't
skeleton,
read that
Judge,
part.
and
I
then
didn't
you
read that
fill
part.
in the meat.
Wendy, I didn't read that part. Now you making that up.
Okay, let me
Now
draw
you
up.
and WBLS about to be sued for defamation. You gonna make some stuff
Okay,
up here
Judge,
that
you
wasn't
are-
even alleged.
Okay.
Now, that's called
All right.
defamation.
All right.
That's called defamation, Wendy.
Okay.
She did not allege that.
All right, well, look.
I'll tell you what she alleged, and it wasn't that.
All right, you tell me what she alleged,
She
Judge,
alleged
in
that-
all of your
she
anger.
alleged that I'm not angry.
Yes,
at
you
all.
are. Yes, you are.
I'm not angry.
Okay.
She said that she had had an encounter with me where I was
Of the-
getting high.
Doing
and that-
cocaine.
yeah,
Wow.
doing
Brought
to you
cocaine
by
that you've been addicted
Classic
to most of your
Throwback
life and
TV.
still addicted to based on your nasal passages and all these days you're missing at work and going
Okay.
in and out of the bathroom right while I'm here in the
Okay.
studio. As I told you, I've never used
New York
cocaine
City,
in
are
my
you following
life.
me?
Listen, I've never used cocaine in my life.
Okay, well,
never
okay,
in my
tell
life.
me what else she alleged,
So,
Judge.
She also alleged that I asked her to sleep with my wife.
Yes, she
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yes.
Right, and so, and if you want to believe that ridiculous nonsense, you feel free to. But and you want to keep fueling it when
I'm
no
not-
one else has even asked me about it.
nobody
because
else keeps
anyone,
it real like
everyone in
this.
the media knows that tabloids print trash. But every week that they pay people to come up with you or anyone in this studio
that
to go
is-
to a
that is-
tabloid and tell them I want to sell you a story on someone, and they'll buy it.
Right.
And if that's the type of stuff that you fuel on your show,
And part
feel
of-
free to. But I don't know what else
Judge,
you want me to tell you.
I also
other
got-
than I didn't do it.
I also
and
got
I
it
have
from
nothing
a-
to do with
I-
it. And I
listen.
don't know the woman, never met her, never used cocaine. Now, let's talk about fueling your stuff.
Uh-oh.
You, on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your addiction.
Okay.
Lastly,
What
I
are those
heard that you
symptoms?
And y'all know he's an expert at picking out them crackheads now.
Tell me.
these nasal passages you keep
Yes.
coughing up.
And I did
Secondly,
Afrin, and I did
this
Afrin.
eternal cold that you continue to have.
Yes,
that
okay.
you may have to come to work because every other week,
Okay.
and now you even stupid so low as to blame it on your baby, your newborn. How low can you get? That's about as low as you can get to blame your child for your cocaine
Judge.
addiction. Then, lastly,
Judge.
your bisexual activity. I'm sure your audience want to know about that.
I'm
I've heard that rumor.
I'm sure
And
my husband would
finally,
love that.
Yeah. Oh, he watches? Does he watch when you do it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't know. I didn't know you were that low down. Lastly, we can continue with what I heard about all those abortions. Like 8. You had 8 abortions.
Wow,
That's what I heard. That's the rumor.
How
Now you want to keep fueling that? Did you write about that in your book?
I wrote about abortion in my book.
All
Yes.
8 of them?
Yes, I wrote.
8?
I have an abortion. Unlike you, Judge,
You're
I'll
the
be
worst.
smarter
I
about
think
my
these
book. I don't
sponsors
reveal
continue to-
everything for
all
free.
your sponsors
People
continue
must
to-
buy my book to
All
get
your
the information
sponsors
that they need to
continue
get.
to finance this radio show knowing that you had 8 abortions, a cocaine addict, and a bisexual. Sponsors
Dang.
continue to put up money for this show.
You know what, Judge?
You better watch out for the anti-abortion crowd, I can tell you that.
Let me just
You
say
better watch
this.
out for them. You better say something to them. Don't explain to me.
Let me say
you ain't no
something.
trial with me. That's what you
Let me
gonna be on
say
trial
something
with.
to
He ripping her apart. She can't even get a word in.
you and to everybody listening.
Go right ahead. See,
You
let me tell
are
what thought, Wendy.
the-
You thought you gonna get me on here
No,
and
no, no, no.
hijack me.
You
But
are
got
the
wrong
Tyson
person.
Beckford.
You got the wrong person, down
You
there.
are the
got
Tyson
wrong
Beckford
guy.
of the protest,
I'm not some of these soft guys you done had on here that you think you can talk anything to. I come from the hardest streets of America. And if you think you're gonna send me back to the streets fueling these nonsensical rumors that come in
I'm
a
not
tabloid,
fueling
why don't you
anything,
talk
but I'm
about
just
the other
listening.
tabloid article where I'm supposed to beat up the Reverend, me and Reverend Jackson jumped on a preacher in L.A. You didn't see that?
No.
Or you just too fixated on drugs and sex to discuss that? Is that your problem?
I
'Cause you
didn't
got
see
a
that
real
one.
fixation with drugs and sex, and that's all you talk about from what I understand
Tell
on
us-
your show.
tell us
And
about
now
the
we know
beatdown.
that why you had all those 8 abortions.
Out of the courtroom right now.
My God, do you have any spirituality in you at all?
Tell
you
us
need to go
about-
to church. What church do you go
Tell
to?
us about
'Cause you
this.
need God in your life.
Tell us
You
about
really
the
need.
beatdown,
And I'm not
Judge.
mad. Anyone that knows my show know that I don't take any disrespect or I don't let anybody say anything they want to me without me checking them real strong and real tough. And that's what you getting today, Wendy.
All
You're getting a
right.
real good checking. All right, which is what you need, and quite frankly, it's overdue. You get folks on your show, and you just think you can talk and say anything you want to them. Well, that's what I do on my show, and my show has higher ratings than yours. So I'm trumping
It's very
you today.
interesting.
I'm
Part of it-
trumping you today.
No, you're not
And I'm
trumping
letting
me,
you know
Judge.
that you gonna have to listen. 'Cause I'm
You're
giving the
actually
orders.
not
I am
trumping
the
anything.
judge.
What me and my audience
It's the dude in the background trying to distract. Who is that? Was that Charlamagne?
talk about we talk about on a regular basis, and it's actually very comical to me. All of the protesting you're doing, it's almost like that saying, "Thou dost
Checking you. This
protest
is
too
called
much."
being checked. Understand me clearly. This is called when you think that you can just treat people unfairly and say what you want.
I am not
and
saying what I want to you. I
fuel-
simply asked
No,
you about this
Let me tell you
woman,
what you've done.
and you immediately
You
jumped
tried to spin
to the
I
highest
tell you
of
what I immediately
protestivity
did. I tell you what I
about
immediately did.
something WBLS New
I
York.
immediately told you that it was untrue. And I told you that it was tabloid trash, which all public figures have to endure.
Right.
And then you continue to want to talk about it for 10 more minutes. And I informed you that you were fueling rumors by continuing to talk about it,
No, 'cause
thereby
I wanted to
damaging my reputation.
No,
and
no,
I'm not
no.
going to let you do that.
I just
and when you
wanna-
try to do that, you're going to get checked every time you do it. Are you clear on that? Or do I have to continue checking you over and over? Because I will. As long as I'm here and as long as you get out of order, I will check you.
So
Yeah.
you don't know this woman.
There
Wow.
you go again. Are you still getting high? Because I just saw you leave the bathroom looking like you were getting high. In fact, you got white powder around your nose right now.
know.
Yes, you do. Ask your colleagues.
Okay, can
You
we
all
bring a
look at her
close up?
nose. Doesn't it look like
Can
she got
somebody
white
bring a
powder
close up
around her
of
nose?
the VH1
You got
cameras?
powder around your nose. Let's take a look. It looks like it to me.
Order in the court.
Looks like you got white powder to me around your nose.
I don't know
You
whether.
still a dope fiend? I need to check you into rehab and pray for you.
Well,
You need help, sweetie.
Let's all get along.
Turn to Christ. He'll
Okay.
save you.
all right.
That's what you go to.
Where's my deck of cards at?
You picked the wrong one this time, Wendy. That's all.
No, I think I picked the right one, baby.
That's right. You
I
want to build
think
your
I
ratings
think
up
that
on
this
me.
is
You
like
want to build
this
your
is
ratings
like
up on a real star.
absolutely
That's
nuts.
right, baby.
Look, after this is over, are you and I still cool?
I kiss you now. We cool now.
No, I don't cheat on my husband. You know,
That's right. You don't screw other women in front of him. That's what you admitted to a minute ago. Remember, you just said he watches while you screw women. Isn't that what you said on the air? Your listeners heard you. You want to deny it now?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's tough.
Artie,
It's tough dealing with a
can
real
you please
one when
just...
you're used to dealing with fakes.
Okay,
It's tough
I just
dealing
need
with a
somebody to
real
weigh in on this. Artie, weigh in on exactly what is going on here, because you're here every day. You know how I deal with my listeners, and can we take phone calls?
Let's take some phone calls.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's take phone calls. We'll take them right now.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And damn it, nobody curse. We need phone calls right now. Judge, you need to have you have headphones on. Okay. Hi, BLS, you're on the air. Hello? Is this the day that you...
Hello?
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 Hi.
She needs your help. She needs your help. Wendy needs your help.
I got you, Wendy. I got you.
No, turn your radio down. You're on the radio with me and the Judge Mathis.
Oh, okay.
All right, next. Lolo, the super people, super friends.
She needs your help.
Fan
She
out.
needs your help.
Hi, BLS.
Hello,
Hi.
is this Wendy?
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy, this is Valerie calling from the Bronx.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, first time I get through to you.
How you doing?
Good, good. I'm listening to your interview with Judge Mathis.
Yeah.
What's up with him? He's going off on you.
That's right. I sure am, because she's spurring untrue rumors trying to damage my reputation.
I am not
And I'm
spurring them.
very-
We're dispelling
Yes, she is.
them.
No.
Let me
You've
tell
tried to
you.
talk about it for 20
No,
minutes. Yes, you have.
we're trying to
And you
dispel
did it
them.
with Chris Rock for 2 hours.
Wow.
Thought I wasn't going to hear about it, and I did. So I couldn't wait to get here and
Mathis,
check you
damn,
to
you
your
don't be
face.
quiet.
Sweetie, this is what I do on television every day, and thank you for
That is
watching.
true. That is true.
That's what I do. So I'm real. I am who I am.
And Wendy,
I'm on the
what's
phone
up
when
with
I
you?
do
You
on
haven't been able to
television.
come back on him.
No, she can't.
You know what, Judge?
She too high.
Because I am absolutely.
She too high. That's why she can't, sweetie.
Look,
Brought to you by
thanks, Val.
Classic Throwback
Here's the thing,
TV.
Judge.
Yeah.
And this is going to be my I think final
Wendy, I
comments on
gotta
this
go
while
in a
you're
minute
here.
because I have to
Hold
do a
on.
book signing.
There's a woman
People want
who's
my book.
alleged
They
that
wanna
you had
read
an
about
affair
it
with her.
inspirational. They
She's
wanna
still
read
bringing
about
it up.
About
inspirational
24.
story.
How is she still bringing it up? What's wrong with this woman?
She's got a big behind, long 2-inch nails, and she apparently went to sell her story someplace. All I'm asking you is, did you know the woman?
I told you that. How
You
many
said
times
you
did I
didn't
tell
know her.
Right.
You said you've never smoked coke
Never.
or done coke.
Never in
But
my life.
but the way that you're reacting, you have to understand.
Denial.
Is
Denial.
The way that I'm acting is a person who knows that their reputation was defamed by you for 2
Right.
hours
Right.
with Chris Rock behind my back based on trash tabloids.
We didn't-
The way that I'm acting is that I came
didn't
here
dwell on
today
you for
and
2
then
hours,
you tried
Judge.
to talk about it for 20 minutes after I dispelled it to you in 30 seconds.
Right.
I work-
He's not being irrational. He's a judge. Listen to the things that she's trying to push about him.
long and hard to overcome the streets of Detroit. I
I
went from jail to the 15 years to the youngest judge in America,
Right.
and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you or anybody else defame my reputation
been to the
with this
mountaintops.
nonsense.
Were you
and
backstage
trying to
with-
make
Who is the cornball in the background?
up
BET
stories
Awards with
and
gators
continuing to
and
fuel-
all like
and
that?
continuing to fuel rumors that are untrue. That's why I'm checking you and anybody else to do it.
Were
This nut over here that keeps making noise while I'm talking, I'm gonna get on him in a minute.
Were you
This little hood with his pants down below his butt like he got no respect
Why
for
you looking
himself,
at my butt, Judge?
showing his nasty drawers that he ain't even washed.
you're looking.
Don't nobody want to
Wow.
see that, and he must don't know that
how
that's
you
what they wear in
doing?
prison. I know because I've been there.
Wow.
And the people who wear it in prison are the homosexuals
You wanna
who
know?
want to be someone's wife.
Let me
and
ask
if that's
you this.
what he wants to be, I get him a husband.
Were you
because he
backstage?
look a little
Were you
soft
backstage?
anyway.
Were you backstage at the
He look a little
BET
soft
Awards?
anyway.
I want you,
He look
Judge.
a
How
little
you
light
doing?
as the loafers.
I want you, baby.
Yeah,
Were you backstage at the
Now,
BET
anybody else want
Awards?
to get checked?
Flirting-
Anybody else wanna get
flirting
checked?
with the young
I'm
girls.
checking everybody here.
Were you
My
backstage
wife
at
was
the
with me at the
BET Awards?
BET Awards.
All
The
right.
only person I was
It's
flirting
Jesse's
with
boy.
was my wife, and she was at my side
All
every
right.
second.
All
What
right.
woman did you hear I was supposed to be flirting with? At
I
the
just
BET
heard you were back
Awards?
there taking pictures and being charming.
Taking pictures and being charming.
Yep.
And for that, you call me flirting. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Part
You
of
see
your-
why I'm checking you? Because you just said what you heard
checking.
was that I was backstage being nice and being charming and taking pictures.
Well,
and for
I
that,
actually-
you said you heard I was flirting.
It was actually-
different things.
It was
all right?
actually
So
a
once
little
again,
more, but
once again,
With this girl and her co-host must be getting high together.
Once again, you are trying to fuel things that hurt my reputation. I don't know why. Are you jealous? I hope your VH1 show takes off, but don't hate on me until it does. Hopefully you'll get on television. You keep trying. This pilot I'm giving you today, it might be the one that sells your show and gets you on television. Then you don't have to hate on me no more, Wendy. Then you don't have to try to fuel
Judge Mathis, nobody's hating on you.
Outrageous allegations.
Nobody's hating on you.
Can you call me Judge? Outrageous allegations. And so that's why I have to check you every step of the way.
The very interesting thing is that we've had people dispel rumors in much more calm ways than the judge. And I'm so shocked because the judge is more mature, and I just thought you would have a more mature look at me. I wish
you haven't read the book, obviously.
I wish that the book just not a red judge. I've been busy with my own book, telling my own truth, which is something that. What about us?
But you don't know me. That's why you can't. You thought I was doing.
Man, this is insane.
Concentrating on me.
That's why you thought I would be calm while you continue to defame me and damage my reputation. But I would never be calm if anybody tries to do that to me.
All right.
And they will be shot over and over and over, just like I'm doing you. And since I can't talk anymore, because you're a little homosexual, how you doing over here with his pants down, his butt, like he has no respect for himself, keep interrupting. I'm out of here. Thank you, and good luck on your show. But please stop hating on me. It'll be all right. I love you. Do you need some money?
I've got my own
for your
thing going
cocaine
on.
habit.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right.
Have a good day, sweetie, and take that homosexual with you. All right. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so my number one is Method Man's wife.
When I was locked away at a place that I didn't belong, because I'm not an addict, I was addicted to coke and I quit on my own. It took 4 days and I was an 8-ball girl by myself.
Didn't they say once an addict, always an addict?
So that was something else I wanted to talk about, but go ahead.
You know, with the only thing I did, I smoked a blunt with with Method Man, while I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand. And
what?
And he'll deny it, maybe not. You know,
that wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie. It wasn't in the movie because Method Man is still very angry at me.
What?
I don't know, for being me, for telling the truth. It was one night. We were in the club. A fight broke out and gunshots broke out.
And we all know that he was mad at her for talking about his wife's medical situation.
The fight was ridiculous. The whole Wu-Tang was there, but it was only Meth up in the rafters. And see, that's where I'd go to observe everything because I was by myself. And he's like, yo, Wendy, because he'd been on the show before, and he was effed up. And I smelled the weed, and I had weed, but he had better, you know. I didn't roll blunts. I rolled joints because I was never really a blunt roller, and they're sloppy. He rolled the blunt. We smoked a blunt. We watched the fight. We heard the gunshots. The cops came in. He was rolling with, the car from Staten Island with the whole clan and their people. And I said to him, I guess I batted my eyes and, rocked my shoulders. You know how you do.
Yeah.
And I said, you want to come over? And he said, yeah, I'll follow you. And I said, give me your hand. And I grabbed his hand and he put his head down and I put my head down. And people didn't even realize at the time it was Wendy. And one of the biggest stars, the leader of the biggest group in the world, just left, got in her Pathfinder, and went back to her penthouse in Jersey City, where she bathed him in her jacuzzi tub.
Wow.
And smoked more weed. That was back in the coke days. I don't remember what he did. I'm not going to implicate him on that. I did give.
I don't know if I'm asking too much, but
why was she even?
Did you guys go all the way?
Yes.
Was going through a situation just recently, man. How did that resolve itself? Everything all right now?
I'd like to know how you found out.
MTV,
what did they say?
they said that you were going through something with your wife. Like, I think she was sick or something like that, right?
Yeah, she was sick.
Is she all right now?
I'd like to thank Wendy Williams for bringing that to the masses because she didn't have to go on the radio and say that shit. I like to keep stuff like that private, but yeah, she was sick.
But everything's all right now. All right.
Better than what it was.
Well, then that's what's up. That's what's
better
up.
than what it was.
That's what's up, man. I know a lot of us go through it, you know what I mean?
I be feeling like, yo, that ain't nobody fucking business right there, though. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it and shit. That's her business. She didn't want anybody to know about it. You know what I'm saying? And I respected her wishes right there. So for the media to bring that and put that shit out there like that, I think that shit is mad tacky and disrespectful.
Yeah, well, you know, we won't even run that, man, so don't even worry
No,
about
y'all can run that. I want that to be ran. I'm talking about as far as the way it was done in the beginning, because she's past all that now. But when it was going on and all that, and people, it was done by, I'm going to give you, Wendy Williams did it. All right, her. She's the one that did it. You can attack me any way you want to. I'm in the entertainment business, but you don't attack my family, man. My wife ain't had nothing to do with that, man. Had all nothing to do with that. You did not have to do that. Her family members didn't even know she was sick. We still live in our same community where we used to live at. The people that lived around her didn't know she was sick till you said that shit.
It's crazy.
Everybody looking at her, staring at her. You know how uncomfortable that makes somebody feel, especially somebody that's going through chemo?
And this is the type of blogger that she was. She liked revealing people's personal business that was nobody business. His wife isn't even in the spotlight. God.
Stupid ass bitch. Bad enough she didn't have her hair on her head. You think she wants people staring at her, pointing at her, talking about how sick she is? Nobody knew anything until Wendy Williams said that shit.
Yeah, she hasn't won a lot of fans, man.
She doesn't have any fans, and the people that listen to her are just as fucking dumb. Cause the bitch is an idiot, man. She's a fucking idiot, man. It's like she can say whatever she want to say about me. I never call up there for shit. She can say whatever she want to say. You don't attack my fucking family, man. You gotta be out your fucking mind, lady. For real, you gotta be out your motherfucking mind, man. I ain't no regular okie doke nigga, man. I ain't no NSYNC Justin Timberlake ass nigga, man. Come from Park Hill, Staten Island, Park Hill, nigga. You been on my block, you know where I'm from. You been on my block, these fucking little niggas around there. Think I don't know, snipping, blow, sucking these niggas off and shit. I know. However you want to do it, Wendy, but me, I'm not going to do it verbally. I'm not going to come on your little show and try and bark on you and shit like that. Nah, man, I'm a street nigga. You'll see me.
About 5 years later.
Man, what's up with the tour, man? The nigga know what's good.
I hate that camera shit, man.
You hate that camera shit?
Yeah, seriously.
I can't get a drop out, huh?
Because World Star be trying, you know, they be taking all them videos and they put their own little spin on it and shit.
Well, this ain't no motherfucking World Star. This Will Hustle TV.
Niggas spit in the air, Loogie landed on my chin, they put it on World Star. What's up, my G? Love, right? How'd it go tonight, though?
Corner boy Pete. What up, baby?
That's that nigga right there.
I'm gonna keep bothering you, but that shit was really blurry. You can't even see me or you. That shit looked really bad.
Hey, man, I ain't paparazzi. I just need a double drop, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting that natural shit. You feel me?
No, but you know what? A lot of times what happens is, right, I cut these little promos and shit for niggas and shit like that, right? Sometimes it depends on what a nigga say.
Yeah.
Niggas say some controversial shit like, fuck Kanye West, I hate that nigga, man. Plus, I seen the nigga at one of puff parties and shit sucking dick in the bathroom. Watch how viral that shit go.
Real shit.
Let's all be clear. He wasn't saying that for real. He was using it as an example.
This shit ain't even true, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example because I love Ye and shit, you know? But they get wind of that shit, next thing you know, it's all over the place 5 minutes after I fucking said it.
Yeah.
I hate World Star Hip Hop. I hate Bossip. I hate all that shit. I hate fucking Wendy Williams. I hate anybody that does hack shit to get money. I think that's hack shit. They ride other people's backs and coattails to get where they at, to get their positions. And then what do they do after that? Because if they didn't have y'all people here, they wouldn't even be existing right now. What if World Star took y'all business? Let's say your mother had cancer and World Star put that shit up for the world to see. Would you fuck with them again after that? But I bet you $5 if you were somebody with a name behind you, they'd do that shit in a heartbeat. I hate all that shit, man. Fuck that. That shit has nothing to do with hip-hop. It's not hip-hop. Back in the day, fuck that. Not even back in the day, nigga. Right now, if you told a nigga business in the street, you had to see him because he's gonna fuck you up later on. So I want to start a movement. I'm saying it right here, right now. I want to start a movement, right? I don't give a fuck what website it is. If you spewing motherfucking bad energy about niggas in the game and shit, us artists need to come together, get pictures of these motherfuckers, put them up on the fucking line, and let y'all whoop their ass every time they show up to a fucking
Real nigga shit.
I'm telling you, it's gonna get so bad that y'all motherfuckers gonna have to walk around with helmets on your head 24/7, cause niggas is gonna be popping bottles on y'all niggas, man. I hate y'all motherfuckers. I said it. I hate y'all motherfucking gossiping ass, dumb ass motherfuckers. Kiss my ass. I done fucking did so much fucking shit in my community. I ain't never seen that shit on World Star. I bought fucking uniforms for my son's fucking football team cause they ain't had none. I ain't see that shit on World Star, but I spit in the air, the shit land on my chin. That shit on World Star all over the fucking place. And y'all niggas is on there commenting on that shit. Get a life, bitches. Get a fucking life. Cause if it was you, you would not like that shit. Tell them niggas mind their business, get their own business. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
So I love the way he spoke up, but his wife to me is the number one. She took her time with this. She said, for years I kept my silence, while Wendy Williams launched constant verbal attacks against my husband, myself, and our family. In the past, I ignored his lies, innuendos, did I say his? Despite my anger, I chose to respond publicly to her unhealthy fixation with my husband and our marriage. It was clear that she was sick and that she was struggling with a lot of issues, including self-hate and low self-esteem. Over the years, those issues have made her increasingly ugly, both on the inside and out. And no amount of plastic surgery can fix the ugliness inside of her. Instead of using her platform to uplift women, she has spent her career attacking marriages while her own fell apart. She has criticized celebrities battling addictions despite her own struggles with substance abuse. There is no limit to how low she would go in the name of making headlines. Her career is on life support. Her husband has abandoned her, and the ratings for all of her projects are down. She's desperate for attention, and she is trying to use my husband's popularity as a way to get her name trending. Now, how sad that a woman who was once revered in the entertainment industry has reduced herself to a tabloid side note and circus freak. And for the record, my marriage is solid. My husband continues to enjoy a successful career, and Wendy will forever be one of the most miserable, you know what, on the planet. That is my number one, y'all. She broke it down so it will forever be broke. Which one do you rate number one? Let me know in the comments.